space and time. Space-time and the theory of relativity, are they all related? Special relativity is a theory of the structure of space-time. It was introduced in Albert Einstein's 1905 paper on the electrodynamics of moving bodies. And, because relativity calls for the curvature of space to be equal to the curvature of time, the researchers could calculate whether light was influenced in equal amounts by both, as it should be if general relativity holds true. General relativity, Einstein's earlier theory of time and space, special relativity, proposed that distance and time are not absolute. The ticking rate of a clock depends on the motion of the observer of that clock. Likewise for the length of a yardstick. Published in 1915, General Relativity proposed that gravity, as well as motion, can affect the intervals of time and of space. The key idea of general relativity, called the Equivalence Principle, is that gravity pulling in one direction is completely equivalent to acceleration in the opposite direction. A car accelerating forwards feels just like sideways gravity pushing one back against his seat. An elevator accelerating upwards feels just like gravity pushing one downwards. If gravity is equivalent to acceleration, and if motion affects measurements of time and space as in special relativity, then it follows that gravity does so as well. In particular, the gravity of any mass, such as the Sun, has the effect of warping the space and time surrounding it. For example, the angles of a triangle no longer add up to 180 degrees, and clocks tick more slowly the closer they are to a gravitational mass like the Sun. Many of the predictions of general relativity, such as the bending of starlight by gravity and a slight shift in the orbit of the planet Mercury, is quantitatively confirmed by experiment. Two of the strangest predictions, impossible ever to completely confirm, are the existence of black holes and the effect of gravity on the universe as a whole cosmology. Before we continue, this video is sponsored by Oral Healing Solution. It is worthwhile mentioning that the Bible and the Quran also mentioned this issue of space-time factor and its effect on our Earth existence, as if to give us a hint and draw our attention to a vaster world and superior beings. In the Quran, specifically, God explains how He foretells the future and how time differs between Earth and other locations. In this case, his location, which is supposedly called Sidrat al-Muntaha, meaning the center of finiteness, or in another word, where everything ends, thus where it all started from. From Quran, in Surat al-Hajj, verse 47, the following is mentioned that, "Each day with your Lord is like 1,000 years in your reckoning." In Surat al-Sajdah, verse 5-6, the following is mentioned, "He governs all things from heaven to earth. And in the end it will ascend to Him in one day, a day whose space is 1,000 years by your reckoning. Such is He knower of the unperceived, unseen and untold." In Surat al-Ma'ariyah, verse 4-6, the following is mentioned, "To Him the angels and the Spirit ascend in a day the measure of which is 50,000 years. Therefore conduct yourself with becoming patience. They see it, the day of judgment, far off. But we see it nigh." It is very clear that what we are told is there is a difference in time-space factor, and that is how God knows what we cannot perceive. He goes as far as setting a date for the judgment day as equal to 50,000 years to our reckoning, and that we see it far while He sees it near. This is another clear indication to the difference in time and space. In fact, I believe that a qualified astrophysicist mathematician may be able to calculate the approximate distance between Earth and the throne of God, and if these verses are studied by such scientists, it would shed light on what is still shadowy and vague part of our knowledge of space-time and universe. I would estimate our lifespan on Earth would not exceed the 3 minutes in comparison. Once again, we notice a clear mutuality of interest between the old and the new, theology, mythology and modern science. We hope to hear from our members some more scientific explanations to clarify this assumption in the near future. Share with us your thoughts, help us reach to a better and more advanced knowledge so that we may serve humanity and preserve our future existence on this wonderful planet of ours. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned to our next video, and check out our previous videos. Like, share, and leave a comment, as we'd love to know your thoughts.